What's up everyone, it's Blue here at Blue Bears Games, and for this week's video, I will be reviewing one of the 6 newest deck boxes that my sponsor Arcane Fortress has recently released. They call these boxes their Radiant 100 Plus Deck Vaults, and are available in 6 colors, each with different artwork on the inside of their lids, just like the stained glass deck boxes had. The theme for the artwork on the new boxes is dragons this time around, which is very fitting for a product that you use to protect game pieces for a fantasy game that, amongst other things, include dragons. I'm not 100% sure which box they sent me this time, so I'll show you the box that they did send me first, and then I'll show you the other 5 colored boxes that are available along with their corresponding artworks. Additionally, they told me that they were also sending me a pack of their standard-sized Synergy inner sleeves to test as well, so I'll show you them real quick, but I'll give a review of them in a video later after I've had time to use them. I think I've set the stage for what's to come, and I'm very excited to see what they actually sent me, so let's get to it. So you may remember that the last time I did a review for the Arcane Fortress deck boxes, I had the blue one here, which is the Hidden Island Stained Glass deck box, and then at the end of the video I showed that I had actually got myself the Mythical Forest one. And if you remember, when I reviewed them I showed you that this is a 100 card deck that's double sleeved, and as you can see it fits in the box. And then this is a regular 100 card deck where it's not double sleeved, so there's a lot of extra room, and I showed you all the stuff inside. I showed you that it had the nice little boxes that holds dice and everything. But they sent me this nice little package, and I'm not 100% sure exactly what they sent me, so let's just take a look, and we'll see if they sent me something cool. This is how it came, by the way. Not easy to get into because I didn't bring a knife or anything, so I'll just rip into it. I know they sent me 2 things this time, and for this one, it looks like it's a deck box, and then inner sleeves, which obviously I can't review right now because I don't have the time to just unsleeve and resleeve a deck, but they sent me their newest deck box, which is this one. This one is the Winter's War Radiant 100 Plus Deluxe deck box. So let's open it up. Woohoo! It looks pretty nice. This is the box that it comes in. Looks a little different on the blue side than the Hidden Island one. So as you can see, this is the difference between the 2 blues. One's a little darker than the other. This one's a little bit more vibrant. This one's a little bit more dulled. So let's open it up and see. So this has the same stuff as the other one, where it has the additional box that you can use to throw dice in. That's always nice. And then it has the strong magnets, just like the other one. It's also textured. That's really nice for somebody like me, who has a problem holding things because of my multiple sclerosis, so it's nice to have an extra grip. What's cool about it is, for this one, it had a little wave on the front. This one has a really awesome looking mountain scene on the front. And then inside, this is where they shine a little bit, is it's now a dragon instead of the original one, which was a stained glass island looking one. This one is a dragon, and I'll try to scroll it manually so you can see the whole picture. But I will have pictures of all of them because they do provide 6 different ones for each of their stained glass, and now these new ones that have the dragons on them. The next thing that I'm going to have to show you is how many cards it fits. So you saw that the other deck box had 100 double-sleeved cards in the box, and this one, I'm going to try to get the deck in there without ruining my deck. Let's see if I can get all 100 double-sleeved ones in there, because if I can, then that means that the 100 single-sleeved ones can fit in there. Alright, as you can see, they go in a little bit easier. Even with, actually, it looks like there's a little extra room in this one. Maybe a little bit bigger as far as how many you can hold. But this one also fits the 100 double-sleeved Magic cards, or any card. It could be Pokemon, it could be any card game that you play. It fits perfectly in there, just like a glove. The next thing I'm going to show you is, and I'll use the Mythical Forest ones for this. Remember how it has the dividers that are nice and pliable, they bend a little bit, but they're kind of foamy and rubbery. They're really nice, but these ones had 3 of them, and they had different partitions. So one's on the left or the right, depending on how you do it, and then one had a middle one. The difference I have here is that there are only 2 for this box, and I'm not sure if that was intended or a possible mistake, and I'll get a hold of them and find out what happened here, if it's supposed to only have 2 or not, and I'll put it in the comments when I find out. But if you notice, they're a lot different. So this has the 3 partitions. This one doesn't have any. Instead, it has that. Its 3 sides have a indent in them, and the one side is flat. So I'm not sure if it was intended to only have 2 or if it's supposed to have 3. Again, I'll find out for you. So to review, here's what the front looks like again. It has the mountain burned into the front. The one side has nothing on it, but on the other side it has Radiant 100 Plus. The bottom is also blank, and the top says Arcane Fortress on it. Has the nice texture to it, so it's easier to grip. And then when you open it up, you have the dice box that opens up nicely, and you can fit a bunch of dice or counters if you want. Has a nice strong magnet so that you can just have it throw right on there. It doesn't really give when you go to pull it off. It actually tries to pull it back. And then, of course, we've got the dividers that are flexible, made out of a rubbery type plastic. I don't know what, I think it's vinyl. And then we have the dragon that is the inlay for the inside of the box. Oh, and the magnet on the front is actually strong too. Look, I can't even get it open. One last thing that I wanted to touch on. I had mentioned that it feels like there's more room in the box. I went and put them side by side. I took the little extra box that's on the side here off, put them next to each other. And I don't know if you can see it, but there actually is a big size difference here. So yes, indeed, it not just fits 100 double sleeve cards, but it fits them comfortably enough that they're not just squished in there. They're actually very loose. So let me just show you that again real quick. I was able to just take it out and put it in, and as you can see, there's room. Whereas on this one, the original ones, the older ones, it's a little bit harder to get back in. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. So that was the blue Winter's War deck vault in all its glory. It's a beautiful box that's constructed very well, and I really like that it was slightly larger than the original stained glass deck vaults they make. Being able to fit 100 double-sleeved cards with a little extra room for tokens and possibly extra cards that you may want to swap into your deck later is great, and I didn't know that I'd like that as much as I do until I actually saw it. Now, let me show you what the other 5 deck vaults look like with their corresponding artworks on the insides of their covers. The first one they are calling Cosmic Genesis. This box is purple in color, and the artwork has a nickel bolas type of feel to it. I'm not entirely sure what's been burned onto the front of the box, but to me, it looks like some type of mystical fog with stars scattered throughout. I could be wrong, but either way, it looks pretty cool. The second one they are calling Volcanic Rebirth. This box is red in color, and the artwork has a Phoenix Rising type of feel to it. The front of the box has what I believe are either flames or a front-facing phoenix head burned into it. Whichever one it is, it's very fitting for this deck box. The third one they are calling Forbidden Ritual. This box is black in color, and the artwork appears to be that of a poison dragon. Again, I'm not entirely sure what's burned into the front of the box, but my best guess is some kind of toxic mist. What do you see? Because that's kind of what I see. The fourth one they are calling Nature's Retribution. This box is green in color, and the artwork has a green dragon breathing what appears to be some kind of gas on it. The front of the box clearly has leaves burned into it, which looks really neat, and I know for a fact that my girlfriend would love this box even more than the Mythical Forest box that I got her earlier this year. And finally, the last box is one that they are calling Divine Protection. This box is white in color, and the artwork features a white dragon flying over either a castle or some type of temple on it. The front of the box has floating feathers burned into it, and honestly, while white is my least favorite color for a deck box, the feathers are one of the coolest patterns I've seen on a deck box like this to date. One last thing that I want to show you before I get out of here is that with this new set of deck boxes that Arcane Fortress released, they did something that I'm extremely happy about. You see, not everyone was a fan of the extra dice and counters box that was included with each deck box. To remedy this, Arcane Fortress also offers each of the 6 boxes that I just showed you, plus the original 6 stained glass deck boxes without the extra dice box. Here is what they look like, and while I don't have one on hand to show you up close, I will probably be purchasing a few of them for myself to use that I will show you in a later video. Well folks, that's all I've got for you this week. Hopefully what I just showed you was done well enough for you to make an informed decision on whether or not you would like to purchase one of these amazing deck boxes from my sponsor, Arcane Fortress. I'm sure you saw it scroll across your screen multiple times, but just in case you didn't, if you do decide to purchase anything on the Arcane Fortress website, you can get an additional 5% off of your entire order if you go to the website using either the link that I put in the description or the link that has been at the top of your screen throughout most of the video. So what are you waiting for? Go check them out right now. Before you go though, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of Magic content here to sate even the most fanatical of Magic players, so you won't be disappointed. Have a great day, and I'll see you next Friday for my next regularly scheduled Magic video.